The show, man. Angel Lyric. Tell them what little part of the show it is, man.
This is my favorite part of the show. My favorite part of the show when I tell y'all to
What?
get your drink.
Get
Get your drink.
your drink.
Get your drink.
Get your drink.
Get your drink.
Hey,
Toast.
Bam.
Boom. Mm.
That's it.
So,
That's it.
it's a new one.
We getting started over here, man.
And hold on, ain't there with the people now? We're cannabis friendly. I think everybody knows that. We are cannabis friendly.
If you don't know now, you know.
So you can roll you up something, you know.
So once again, Facebook, YouTube, we don't want the rights to the music being played, so don't hate on us, don't kill her in our lives. We are only playing this to get the show started. So for y'all that's just joining in, man, for y'all that's coming in for the first time, by now, the people that follow us know what it is, man. We just getting started, first few minutes of the show.
Yeah.
We give y'all time to come on in. Now is that time of the show. Like Angel Lyric said, now is the time of the show for you to get yourself some adult beverage. If you are cannabis friendly, if you condone cannabis, you roll you one. You know what I'm talking about? Get you a glass of milk, cold glass of water. Take a tranquilizer, damn it. I don't care whatever it is that floats your boat. Whatever it is that's going to put you in the right frame of mind. Because it's going down tonight. We got a lot to talk about, but it's open forum. So whatever y'all feeling, whatever's on your heart, talk to us. We'll talk back. You have? You have. Got a lot to discuss, man. So we're going to give it another couple minutes, man. We're going to give it another 2-3 more minutes, let people join on in. So y'all do you, man. Do your thing, man. Now's the time to go ahead and break that good down, roll you up a blunt. Go and get you some more ice. Angel over here doing invites. We rolling tonight. Ain't invite nothing, man. Ain't no invite to a gangster party, man. You show up, blow up. You know what I'm talking about?
Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Party. Okay, yeah, I'm doing some invites. You invite people that probably haven't been in before.
Okay. That's what's up. Well, I see a couple of people starting to come on in, man. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in. We
This is
appreciate
our
y'all.
live podcast, people.
Big sis right there, what it do, huh?
Hey, Rihanna.
What's up with you?
Hey, beautiful.
Got a couple people starting to tap in over here on the tube.
I own 2 restaurants here in Phoenix. Back in April, I had to close one permanent.
We're going to play one more song. We'll get rid of that. We'll give the people a couple more minutes to top on in. And then we finna start getting into this open forum, man. Woo, boy. It seems like there's so much going on, man.
So much, yeah.
Within a 24-hour period, man. You catch just mowing shit. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man, but that's the world we living in. That's the world we gotta adapt to and gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying?
The new world order.
You gotta be able to adapt, man. Whatever's thrown your way, you gotta be able to adapt to it. Believe that. You know what I'm talking about? So 2 minutes, man. 2 more minutes, and then we finna go ahead and get into this thing, man. We finna go ahead and get into this thing. You know what I'm talking about? Woo! Hope everybody had a good day. Hope everybody, you know what I'm saying? They were successful, prosperous, safe, more than anything. Hope y'all had a safe day, productive. And that's all we can do, y'all, is take one day at a time, man. One day at a time. All right, man. 45 seconds and we can jump on into this thing, man. If you ain't got yourself together already, then I hope you know how to multitask. Because we're going to get this frame started. You heard?
Hey, Karen. What's up, girl?
All right, what's up with it, Lou? What it do, dude? What's up with it, brother? Peace to the king. Got him going in. Everybody starting to tap in, join in. Give y'all another minute. We finna get into this thing, man. Hey, believe me.
Believe me.
Got people coming in. What's up with Karen? What it do? Denise. Appreciate y'all. All right. You can go ahead and end that, Angel. We can go ahead and get started, man. We can get started.
Those of you that's coming in that's new, this is our live podcast that we do.
Right. All right. Yes, that's right. Yeah, for our first timers, for the people that just coming in that have never seen On Point Media before, for the people that's coming in for the first time, first and foremost,
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in and joining us. Oh, my bad, man. I got caught up. We appreciate y'all. We can't do this show without y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So anybody and everybody that comes in and view, we highly appreciate it and we are thankful. Also, hey, this is a live podcast. We stream live. We don't edit. We don't chop and screw. We don't go back and say, oh man, I didn't look right on that shot. Take that out.
This is what you get.
Hey,
that's what I
mispronounce a word, cough, burp, fart. Hey, it's all being caught in real time. You know what I'm saying? So
he's right though.
For real. Hey, it is what it is, man. So you see us, the rawest form of us. We humans, so we gonna make mistakes. You get to see it all. Ain't no bloopers row at the end of each show or a blooper set at the end of each year. I guarantee you can find a blooper or two in every motherfucking episode. But that's how we do it. That's what makes us us, because we refuse to go and package it and make it a pretty little picture for you. Picture is perfect. Like we don't make no mistakes and shit ain't going wrong. Hey, you see us break down technical difficulties, everything, all live. You heard me? So,
what happened?
You
turned your camera around.
All I did was slam
go to the left. Go to the left. Go to the third. There you go.
Excuse me, my friend. Anyway,
you touching on stuff, man.
So, man, there's a lot going on, man. Today we decided to do an open forum because we was going back and forth. Should we talk about this? Or should we talk about that?
It's so much.
And then shit would just unfold. I was telling somebody the other day, they was like, how you select your topics, and I was like, sometimes we pre-select stuff and we'll research it, and then stuff will happen. The world will just happen, and we'd be like, you know what? We can't talk about that no more. Yeah, we gotta talk about this.
Yeah.
So the last 24 to 48 hours, that's how it's been. As soon as we finished the podcast on Tuesday,
it seemed like some other shit.
As soon as we logged off, debriefed, and got the getting back on our phone, all kind of shit was going down. So that's life, man. Sometimes it happened like that, you know what I'm saying? And it was so much that's gonna happen within them 24 to 48 hours, we couldn't come up with just one topic. And it's so much significant stuff to talk about. We couldn't narrow it down to one thing. So tonight, we go do open forum. We go speak to y'all about some of the shit that's on our mind and on our heart. And we want y'all to do the same thing. It's open forum.
I know a lot of people got a lot of shit to say.
There's a lot of shit
going on.
So y'all throw it to us, man. Anything y'all got on your mind, anything
whatever you want to talk about, because
let's go. Let's talk about it.
And then a lot of times, when you talk about things that you get, you're not stressed as much. You got a chance to talk about it.
Get it off your chest
instead of holding it in.
That's real talk. That's real talk. And sometimes, hey,
we are here to listen.
For real. You ain't got to sit down in front of a licensed
psychiatrist or
to get it off your chest. Sometimes you just need a solid ear.
Right.
Don't listen. That's real talk.
Yeah.
So that's what we on tonight. It's open forum. We got a few topics that we do want to talk about, but on the same token, we want to hear what's on y'all mind, man, because there's so much drama going on. You heard me? For real, for real. All right, man. So, open topic, man. I'm going to kick it off with one topic that probably is on the tip of everybody's tongue at this point. For those that don't know, it's been a turbulent, like I said, last few days. On Tuesday, we was talking about the two young men that were shot by law enforcement back to back.
Right.
And we were just talking about the situation in Kenosha.
Yeah.
And it was unfolding at that time. We was just reporting about it on Tuesday, and damn, it's just crazy how right after that so much shit unfolded. Well, to catch everybody up to speed, for those that don't know, there was a young man that was shot. Well, I'm talking about specifically the Kenosha, Wisconsin shooting. Jake Blake, he was shot, man, and Jacob Blake, 31 years old, was shot 7 times in the back by police officers. There's so much drama behind that story, and you know what was going on, what wasn't going on. So the details on that's gonna come out or not. You know how that shit go down,
right?
You know what I'm saying? But
I got a feeling he's gonna get off though.
At the end of the day, they end up shooting the brother in the back 7 times. Right. 7 times they hit him in his back facing the police. They hit him 7 times, and of course, this caused uproar in the city of Kenosha. This is not the first.
I had never heard of Kenosha.
That's how it happens.
I had never heard of Kenosha.
That's how it happens. These little small towns that we don't even know exist.
Yeah.
That we wouldn't even know was on the map.
Yeah.
And then boom, something like this happened. It's sensationalized, and then the whole world knows about it. You know what I'm saying? But it's being known for the wrong things. But basically, his shooting caused an uproar, caused for the city to protest. Now, this police chief has been known to, you know, rule with an iron fist and pretty much have a bias type of sentiment towards people of color. Mm-hmm. So this type of behavior is not new to the people in Kenosha. It's new to the world, but not to the people of Kenosha. So it caused uproar. People protest, as they should. Mm-hmm. You hit somebody in the back 7 times, as they should. So the people protest, they upset, they hot, they going in.
Especially if they're trying to lie and say he had a knife. Man. They don't get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Man.
They so good at planning shit on us, man.
I think I'm gonna take a sip of my.
They are so good at planning shit on us when they catch us. When they can't find nothing on us, they're gonna plant something on us. And then it's gonna and then what really ticks me off is that once they kill you, they go back and dig up your background to make you look like you was a criminal. To make the whole world look, well, he deserved to die.
I mean,
that's the shit that I don't get it.
There's so much behind that because, like I said, we gonna find more details out about it. But I don't even like playing that game until solid facts is out because that ain't doing nothing but helping to defame his character. Right. It's funny, like you said, they'll instantly go into your past and what you did and what you didn't do prior to the incident, but they don't never really too much do that when it's the police officers. They don't go into great depth of the police officer's history and who he was and how he was before he or she joined the force. Right. And then on the flip side, when it's non-blacks involved in these type of shootings or incidents like this, and they end up dying or getting arrested, they always go back to how they were mentally disturbed or have a mental illness. Oh yeah. So we see the disparity in that for sure. So with all that being said and with all that being known, it calls for Kenosha to reach its boiling point. Yeah. And so of course, only naturally protests began. While people were out there protesting for the terroristic shooting. I mean, you really can't. That's the perfect word. They are terroristic shooting.
There's nothing about police that ain't different than what they call a terrorist. So.
You know, in response to that, the people protest. Now, as the people are protesting, there was a young man who was not from Kenosha.
Young animal.
There was a youngster, 17 years old. 17 years old. 17 years old. He had an assault rifle. Okay. Wow. A 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse out of Antioch, Illinois.
What the fuck?
Which is about 30 miles away from Kenosha.
Kenosha. Wow.
Not a resident of Kenosha.
How the fuck he get
when you find that out, how did he get here?
Did you Oh, come on with it, then.
Mama Dearest drove him.
Huh? His mama?
Man, quit playing, man.
His mama brought him there with a
Do
rifle?
you know why he was going down?
Why?
He was going down to protect the business owners of Kenosha.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I was hearing too. Some shit like.
You ain't from there, little boy.
Yeah, and what the fuck do you own?
You ain't from there.
What the
So
fuck do you
how
own?
the fuck do you leave from one state
Your mama need to be kicked in her ass. That's for
to
sure.
another state?
I went, where's
to
his
go
mama
to
at so I can kick in her
protect
motherfucking ass?
businesses
I hope they charge that parent
of
too
owners
for
that
accessory.
you don't know that's in an entirely different state than where you reside.
Yeah.
So he was going to be a hero, a motherfucking
At
mini
17,
terrorist.
that fucking.
He was going to be a little mini terrorist. That's
Mm.
called fucking hunting. Like somebody
Yeah,
said,
that's what that
when
is.
you get inside of a car with weapons and you
That's
leave
right.
from one state to another,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
you end up firing your weapon, you went hunting.
Yeah.
You didn't go to protect shit. But
Yeah,
anyway,
right.
17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse of Antioch, Illinois, which is about, like I said, 30 miles away from Kenosha, not even his area, not even his city. He took it upon himself to go and be a vigilante, to go and protect the businesses of the business owners in Kenosha. He was down there in the midst of protesters.
Wow.
And while people were protesting, he got into conflicts with some of the protesters.
What did he jump out the car with the rifle?
He was him and several
others,
others
right? Okay.
were already out there with long arms,
Yep. Sure
pistols,
was.
all kind of weaponry, walking around, basically militia style. The police saw them. The police did not stop them. Wisconsin being an open carry state, but the police sees this mini militia that has formed, and they're freely walking amongst the protesters. So it's not like there's a line drawn, you know, they're on this side, the people that are against them are on this side, and the law enforcement is in the middle to make sure that the lines don't get crossed. No, it was not like that. You had militia amongst Black Lives Matter, amongst Antifa, amongst just a gumbo pot. And so, as y'all can see, that they got the different videos. He gets into it and starts to be followed by a group of protesters. As he's being followed by the group of protesters, he picks up his pace in trying to get away from them. As he's getting away from them, his gang goofy, dumb ass trips and falls. You ain't meant to be walking around the streets of nowhere with a motherfucking AR-15 strapped across your chest. You don't even know how to keep your motherfucking 2 feet.
He's not even 18 though. I mean,
You don't even know how to
what?
keep your 2 feet. You can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time. But you about to go protect some people's property?
Come on now. The fuck?
So this motherfucker trips and falls. Well, right before he trip and fall, looks like it was a protester that tried to come from behind him and either swing on him or push him down.
And that's
And as he was spinning away from that, he kept walking. And this dumb motherfucker just walking and falls down. Bam. Hits the ground. And when he fall and hit the ground, people are coming towards him. This motherfucker gets on his butt, takes his rifle, go under the strap, and point it at the protesters. Hit the first protester.
But the protester he shot wasn't even the one trying to swing it.
No, not at all. Hit the first protester he seen. Bam. Turned around, shot at 2 more people. Bow,
That shit was
bow.
planned. That shit was planned. I don't give a fuck.
He hit 3 people, killing 2. But the coldest part about it, when they dropped and people scattered and ran from him, he stood up, got on his feet, and started firing. I think that's a part of the video that people are not highlighting.
Yeah. I didn't even highlight it.
We
I
see where he
looked at it
fell,
over
hit
and
the
over.
ground. He fell, hit the ground.
I didn't know he was still shooting once he got back up.
People was coming at him, bow, bow, bow. He shot him. But when he gets back up, he's shooting several rounds.
Okay.
At protesters.
Wow.
So it could have been way more than 3 shots and 2 dead.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And then to end it all,
right,
After this motherfucker knows he has hit several people.
Listen to this shit.
This motherfucker gets up, puts the AR back across his shoulder, and start to walk directly towards the police, which was about 50 yards away.
Right.
Witnessing the
and there was big tankers. It was tankers out there.
Witnessing the entire incident. He's walking directly towards the police with his hands up. They're commanding him, don't come here.
Yeah.
Do not come down here. He says, medic, medic. They say, don't come down here. He keeps walking towards the police with an AR-15 across his chest. They told him, don't walk this way at least 6 times. They don't give brothers 6 verbal warnings.
Right.
Before they empty a clip on them. But here it is, a motherfucker walking towards you with an AR-15, and you tell him, don't come this way, and he continues to march. No flares thrown at him, no driving his way to tase him, nothing. This motherfucker gets right up on the police, and they say, do not come down here. This motherfucker threw them a hand gesture.
Yeah.
He threw up the number 4, showed the back of his hand, threw up the number 4 again, and kept walking. One last time, the person on the bullhorn said, don't come down here. Yeah. He stopped and said, well, where's a medic? Threw up the number 4, showed the back of his hand, threw up a 4 again, and went down the street walking right past the police.
And was able to get in the car and leave, didn't he?
Walked right past the police. So we got to talk about.
Yeah, for real.
First and foremost,
I don't know how everybody feeling about
how
that
the fuck does a 17-year-old get an AR-15?
Well, that's easy. If his mama drove him down there, it had to belong to one of the parents.
How in the
they probably bought him
cross state lines with it?
But you're not telling them that he was raised with a gun.
Yes.
He was raised with a gun in his hand.
Yes. So if you've seen his pictures, the backdrop, he's been holding long rifles, assault rifles since he was a toddler.
Yeah.
He's been aspiring to be a police officer.
Yeah.
He's been aspiring to be a police officer. He thinks he's the police.
Once again, where they think they police is.
But the craziest part of that shit was that hand gesture at the end, man.
Yeah, boy.
That's some insider shit.
Who's his father?
That was code 4.
Who's his father?
I don't know who his daddy is. They keep
showing
his mama.
Does it show his mom?
They just keep showing his mama.
Need to do some further research on his father. I'll if I have to do it myself.
I know that hand gesture was code 4.
Really?
Code 4. And for those that don't know what code 4 means, that's a signal for emergency. But I'm not sure. He said code 4 showed the back of his hand. Code 4 showed the back of his hand. I need somebody to confirm what the back of the hand indicates, because that was a part of that signal. He let them know that it was an emergency, but that showing the back of the hand is another part of that. And whatever that is together is what identified to the police that he was a friendly part of them or to not be fucked with. Trust and believe me. I know that means code 4. I don't know what this side means. Somebody tell me when he did this and then he turned around. He did this and then he turned around. That part, what is that? So Lou, you've been in the military too. What is that? Because whatever that was, that boy threw up a signal to the motherfuckers and they kept it moving.
I want to know. I wonder why they kept telling him not to come down there when he seen him with that gun. You seen him with a gun. So why would they not have to come down there? Why would they tell him not to come down there?
That's true. All right, we got some comments, man. Let's get to these comments on this first topic.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead, ladies first.
All right, ladies first. Okay. So we
Good
have.
question. We're gonna get to that.
Karen said, "Hey, boo." Karen's in the building. Robert's in the building.
Hey, y'all, what's up with you, man?
Karen says, Trevor Noah asks why police shot Jacob Blake, but not Kyle Rittenhouse. Have you seen his clip? I have to watch it. Yes, Trevor, we have. That's the clip we just talking about.
No, she's talking about Trevor. I don't fuck with Trevor. It's
Trevor. Who?
Light-skinned dude.
Oh, light-skinned dude. You trying to be comedy?
Yeah.
Oh. Trevor Net. Well, yeah.
I mean, I listen to him just so I can see where he's coming from, but
I don't watch him. I don't know him. You know, I don't watch him enough to know. Now you speak on Don Lemon. That's a different story. But I don't watch Trevor House too much. Trevor Noah, whatever his name. Trevor Noah. Too much.
He ain't funny. If he was funny,
yeah, he's not funny to me.
Because
the president house, she said that was straight bullshit.
Man.
Hell yeah, that's straight bullshit. Because if that was what a motherfucking black person or a brown person shoots 3 white people on the ground, and one of us turning around, giving a 4 code, trying to get before we even got above the ground, we would have been dead. So it goes to show you that police brutality, that white folks always trying to excuse and, oh no, we got to embrace that. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to defund the police because we definitely need police, but I want them to be fucking retrained, reformed, retrained, whatever you got to do, and they must be held accountable, accountability and responsibility, and they must be held by the full extent that we're held by as citizens.
If you here on Facebook,
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. My bad. Over here on Facebook, I got some comments. Appreciate everybody coming in, right now in the building. What's up with it? She said, "Hey fam, what's up with it, sis?" She said, "For real, right? Mojito de Negro. What's up with it, man?" Sam in the building. Raynetta said, "Man, that little boy needs to go to the pen.
Yeah, he
needs to be with them grown men for real.
Yeah, he needs to be child as he got to be."
And that the thing about the state of Wisconsin, they have that law. Anybody 17 or older convicted of felony crimes can be tried as an adult, and that's exactly what his little ass need to be. Tried as a motherfucking adult. You did some grown man shit out there, so your charges should be some grown man charges. She said, "I don't know how he is still living." That's what we're trying to figure out right now. Them hand gestures got a lot to do with it, outside of the obvious, but them hand gestures got a lot to do with that. I'm gonna go over to YouTube.
We need to do that. Do you want me to go on? No. So I can look it up.
You can if you want to. Yeah, I'm gonna go to YouTube and read some of Lou's comments. He got some very valid points and questions. So Lou on YouTube said, "What's up with it?
Find it.
Peace to the fam. What's up with it, King?" He said, "I got a question. Was Jake wrong for taking that route with the police, knowing that he had his kids in the car?" That's a valid question. Was Jake wrong for doing what he did with the police, knowing that he had his 3 kids in the car?
What did he do with the police? I thought he was barbecuing outside barbecuing.
Well, and he ended up getting into it with the police.
One of the police.
He got into it with 3 of them. He got into it with 3 police. 1 punched him.
Oh,
yeah. So make sure you read the entire story of it. Okay. He got into it.
Okay.
Once they got out there,
give the people the full story because I'm kind of lost now.
So the story on him is, yes, they were outside barbecuing. There was supposedly a family disturbance, a family quarrel.
Yeah,
had broke off.
Yeah,
police got called. When the police got there, he ended up getting into it with the police.
Okay.
And him getting into it with the police, they end up struggling with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's wrestling with them. One of them, a witness say they see one of them punch him. And when the one punched him, he spins off from him. And that's when he starts walking off. And they follow him. They follow him, and then y'all see the rest on video.
Okay.
So Lou's question is, knowing that he had his 3 kids in the car parked, should he had did what he did, knowing that his kids was in the car?
Well, me personally, I can't really say if he did, because everybody reacts different,
Right.
You know, because we want to protect our kids. But what if he wouldn't have said anything? Would they still have beat him up, or would they still have did the things they done? What if he didn't get involved and get into it with him?
Right.
This is what they're doing, regardless of what we do. They're still gonna do what they're doing. Mm-hmm. They're still gonna. And what if he would have just held his hands up? Would he still be the shot?
Now
we can't really say.
Here's a part of the story that is going to come up in the near future. Is going to be possibly something that make or break the case criminally, and it's also going to be something that's probably going to be used to defame Jake's character. We got to speak on the real. Jake had a warrant out for his arrest.
Right, I remember. Okay, I heard that.
Jake had a warrant for his arrest. Now, what we don't know yet is when he came in contact with the police, did the police identify who he was? Did the police know who he was? Did they know that he was wanted? And were they trying to engage him knowing that? Did he know, damn, I got a warrant, I can't go to jail, I got my kids in the car? So it's so many different variables that we don't know that's going to come out later. That's a key factor to that story. Is I would like to know, did the police identify him? Because if they identified him, more than likely they found out he had a warrant, and then they was going to try to make an arrest at that point. So that's a good question, Lou. I don't know, man. I don't know if what he did, you know, if he could have did anything different to prevent that. That's why I say I really want to know if the police identified him. You know, once they got to the scene, did they identify him, have him run his license or find his name out and know that he had a warrant? And then it went bad from there. Did that not happen? And they just came out on just.
I want to know what made him go back
to
the car. What made him walk back to the car and get ready to open the door?
Right. And then there's bullshit out there about, and I'm calling it bullshit right now because ain't no solid evidence. Supposedly he had a knife. You heard that too, right?
Yeah, I heard it.
He supposedly had a knife. I ain't seen a knife.
This means from the side.
What is that?
This is a police hand gesture. From the back of the hand.
Mm-hmm.
Means from the side. The front of the hand. Stop.
No, that's traffic. That's traffic stuff.
No? You don't think that is?
No, that's traffic.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Those are traffic gestures. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go get the police.
That was a military. That's code 4. He threw it. That I know for sure.
Okay, I put the wrong one.
So basically, this motherfucker. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, Lou. That's a good damn question, though. All of that's gonna come out. What y'all think? Talk to me. What y'all think? Lou from YouTube asks, knowing that Jake had his children in the car, do you think it was anything that he could have did different to avoid what ended up happening?
It all depends on what he did from the beginning.
Right. And that's the part. That's the part of the story that is not clear yet.
Yeah, if we knew that he said, "Why you guys stopped me?" or I wasn't arguing with it, because both in a confrontation, right?
Yeah, well, it was a family fight.
It's a family
fight, basically.
Was it for a fight?
It was
for.
Yeah, well, it was a disturbance. They called it a family disturbance.
Okay, because a fight is different from a disturbance. So we don't know. Do we know if it was a fight or not? Okay. What happened when the police got on the scene that caused them to say, "Let me run"? Well, they did say that he didn't supposed to be over there. I read that. He didn't supposed to be over there. So evidently something had happened in their family where he didn't supposed to be there. I don't know.
Well,
whatever the situation was, I don't give a damn. It doesn't give a cop the right to shoot a man in the back 7 fucking times.
Okay, so let's look at it like this. Play in devil's advocate, right? Say that he was there, he wasn't supposed to be there.
I don't give a fuck.
Some shit popped off, right? Police get called, police come out, say they tried to identified him.
Right.
Told
Maybe
him
they was
trying.
okay.
They had a warrant for his arrest and tried to arrest him. He wasn't trying to go to jail, had his kids in the car. He decides to go try to walk back to his car. Even if that's the case. Now, even let's throw in, he had a knife in his hand at the time.
Okay.
We
didn't see no knife.
Right. We just playing.
We didn't see no knife. So they can get the fuck out of here with that.
We playing devil's advocate though. Even with that being the case, and he's walking back towards his car, why do you not use other measures to stop him from getting in the car?
Exactly.
You can tackle him.
There are other measures they could have used.
He supposedly got a knife.
Right.
4 or 5 of y'all can bone rush this motherfucker and knock him down. Y'all can tase him several times.
Yeah.
They
can use rubber bullets.
Y'all can use
rubber bullets on his legs.
You can use tire spikes so he don't get
What the
nowhere.
fuck? I don't understand why their code is to shoot to kill. It ain't no longer shoot to maybe hurt them or cripple them or disarm them. It's shoot in the head or shoot in the chest or shoot in the back. In the fucking back. But this little white motherfucker that's walking and killing. Ooh.
Great question, Lou. I love it. I think the question.
That's some bullshit.
I think that's a good question though.
Some bullshit.
I think the
that
bigger question.
Me off.
It don't matter. So the bigger question is, could the police have taken other actions? That's the thing that we need to start asking.
Yeah,
because we always, in hindsight, say, well, maybe he could have did this or shouldn't have did this. Just looking at what we are able to view, the video piece that we able to see.
Right. Well, they just show like 3-4 different angles.
Did anything that we saw warrant for him to be shot in the back 7 times?
No, because it seems like
that's the
when
question.
He got to
is
the
it
car
something
door.
That the police
when he got to the car door, he pulled his shirt. He pulled his wife beater. Okay, so you figure you can't hold him on to his wife beater. You pulled out your gun. You could have pulled your taser again. They said it tased him. Okay, taser don't work on everybody. Some people
hit him again.
Some people are immune to that. But it's about 6 of you motherfuckers. Y'all all could have tased him.
You could have tased him.
Y'all all could have tased him.
Tackled him down. Y'all shooting people at all these protests with rubber bullets.
Exactly.
With a rubber bullet.
But then you but God is good, because this is one thing that will come to light on these old terrorist ass motherfuckers. Okay?
What's that?
Soon as this happens, the little white boy that's implanted, y'all can put it in there to do your dirty shit. Because I don't believe he just his mammy. Because if that's the case, his mammy needs to be held accountable too.
Cosmo in the building. What's up,
His mammy
Cosmo?
needs to be held accountable too. Hold that bitch accountable too. Okay? If she drove him down there with that gun,
absolutely.
When the police has seen him, they see this little boy with this fucking gun. They seen a couple of them walking around with guns. And you bitches didn't pull them over? But you want to pull over and stop NFAC when they walking with their guns? Every time a black man get a gun, it's time to stop them. It's time to stop them.
All right, so moving on.
That's some bullshit. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys.
So over on Facebook, Lou said, yeah, he got dropped off by his mom. His mom drove him. Lou said, didn't he get whacked with a skateboard? That's when he started shooting. Well, he got hit with a skateboard, but that's not what caused him to fall, Lou. The motherfucker ran up on him and tried to hit him with the skateboard and spent off to the left. He kept going. This motherfucker was walking for about another 3-4 feet and then fell down. He didn't get punched down to the ground. He fell down.
Right.
And when the motherfucker fell down, he turned around and motherfuckers was still coming up on him. And this motherfucker gets spooked and started letting off rounds. So
How peacefully
but
do you
get
up?
In that though, where is you protecting property?
Right. But you're 17. What property? You don't even live there.
If you was trying to, if that was your mission is to go protect property, you should have been.
You should have been protecting.
You should have got with some of them other old vigilante ass motherfuckers.
Shit.
And said, hey, what stores do you need us to man? What stores do you need us to protect? Who you need me to team up with?
They gonna have some excuses for this little boy.
Them motherfuckers were just sprinkled through the crowd.
And you know what? I don't give a fuck. They burn Kenosha down. I don't give a fuck. Because I can understand why people are angry. We're mad. People are mad because every time you look up, we can't express our anger because nobody understands when black people get angry and go off and burn up shit. Nobody understands. We're radical, we're crazy, and we're this.
Something else I'm sorry. We need to move on. Anyway, something that has to be discussed about this case. A lot of people ain't gonna like this. A lot of people ain't gonna like this portion of the case.
Yeah.
And this is gonna play a big part. I'm dying to know what that interaction was prior to the video we saw. Because it's witness accounts that he being Jacob Blake was into an altercation with the police. He did have a warrant for his arrest. And I'm not here to smear the man's name. I'm not going to do it because they're going to do it enough for him. They're going to do it enough on their own. But you do got to state the facts when we're talking about cases like this. And the man was wanted with a warrant for his arrest. And the arrest warrant was for charges of sexual assault. Sexual assault on a 14-year-old girl. So I don't know how that shit played out. I don't know if they knew who he was. You know, we don't know.
They probably did know who he is. Wasn't he on probation or something?
I don't know if he was on
probation. They probably did know who he was. He probably ran into contact with the law. He had a warrant. He ran into contact with the law.
I need to know if they identified the man and then tried to arrest him on that warrant.
I don't know. I don't trust nothing.
I
don't trust nothing.
Regardless,
I don't know.
Regardless, that still does not give them the right to shoot him in the back like a dog 7 times.
Because I'm looking at it's 3 of you guys. 3 of you guys, when you chase him, it didn't stop him. You guys couldn't grab him. He didn't have no knife in his hand then. You could have got him before he got to his car. Just like they followed the other young man down the street, all the way down the street, and killed him and he had a knife. They could have been stopped him too. This is all a plan and plot and all of that shit.
It's gonna happen. I mean, but you know, before you gotta look at all parts of the story. Like, you know, we don't know what happened to him. And just like everything else, you can't just run with just emotion. We gotta know the whole story. Because if they we don't know. If they pull up to the scene looking at it from a different angle. Police get a call, family disturbance. They pull up to the scene. When they pull up to the scene, it's a family altercation. They go to start, you know, diffusing the situation, and you never know. They can be talking to the other person or other party involved in the conflict, and they let the police know who they conflicting with. This is my cousin. This is my uncle. Blah 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 blah. Jacob. So you never know. It could be on. They could have been out there tripping and like, I don't want that motherfucker here. This motherfucker did blah 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 to my knees. You don't know what the situation.
Right. No. Exactly. We don't know exactly.
So
and I don't want to be.
They could have possibly right. And we could go on all night doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But there's a lot of moving parts that's not being mentioned.
Yeah, I think where everybody's emotions are coming in play is that we see it so much. So it plays on your psyche. It plays on your mental. It plays on everything you do in your life. Nobody wants to come in contact with the police. I just would have never dreamed in my day at the age I am now that I would see stuff like this happening, because I don't know a world like that. I didn't grow up in it. And I think about the younger people, the generation is going to be done. Mm-hmm. They're going to be done because the young folks killing each other, and then the police are killing them. So it's like we OGs, we got to goddamn. Oh, it's scary. It's no joke. It's scary.
All right, you got any comments over there?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to them. What's up, Cosmo? Appreciate you tapping in over here on YouTube. I see you.
Robert. Hey, Robert.
What's happening, Rob?
Robert Rome, he's in the building. He usually come in. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope everything is okay with you, brother. He says, so close as they hear to him, they could not detain him before he got to the car. Exactly. That's what I said.
Valid point.
That's what I said.
Point.
Karen says, all of this is staged. She said, down to the fires in California. Have you heard of QAnon? Of course, my dear, I've heard of QAnon. And Robert said, if you were protecting stores, why was he in the middle of the street? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They was all walking in the middle of the street.
They were sprinkled all through that place.
Yeah, they was. Karen says QAnon is a baseline internet conspiracy theory whose followers believe that a cohort of Satan worshiping Democrat Hollywood celebrities and billionaires run the world while engaging in pedophilia.
That shit ain't just.
Oh, that's not. That baby. That is some real shit, baby.
Democrats, Republicans.
Please believe that's some real shit. I can show you some stuff, but I know you follow this. I know you've seen our posts before.
She knows.
And Shayla says, "Hey, sister and brother, love you always. So sorry I came in late, but just got done cleaning up my house." Okay, thank you, Shayla. I hope all is well. Yeah. Well, we just talked about that. You're gonna have to go back to one of our podcasts a couple of weeks ago. We talked about the deep state.
The deep state.
We talked about the deep state. Yeah. So it's a lot of very important information.
Man, shout out to everybody tuning in right now, man. I'm feeling the love. We appreciate y'all. All right, over here on Facebook. On Facebook, Sister Raynetta said, man, but nothing constitutes him shooting them in the back.
Nothing.
For real.
Nothing.
Raynetta said they talking about it was on the floor under the mat.
He didn't even get a chance to get to the motherfucking mat. When he grew a leg between his legs? A hand between his legs or arm? The man didn't get a chance to get to his motherfucking under his seat. The fuck they talking about?
Raynetta said, absolutely.
Some bullshit.
What's up, brother?
Some bullshit. If I ever fucking smelt it.
Raynetta said, no, fuck that. Hell no. Jason in the building. What's up, Francis? All right, man. It's a hot one, man. That's just the first subject, man. If there's anything y'all want to talk about too, it's open forum tonight. So we going in. Talk to us. We're going to talk back. We got a bunch of
Yeah. Go ahead and read.
All right. So Lou said, yep, that was a sexual assault warrant at that. Lou said that placed judgment on him, I'm sure.
Of course.
Yeah, because that's my thing. If they identify them, we don't.
We don't know if it's real.
We can't go that far down the rabbit hole yet. But that definitely will change the temperature.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If these motherfuckers go in and they find out, you know what I'm saying, he is who he's supposed to be and he's, you know what I'm saying, wanted for those charges, because they already pull up on us with some I'm a gun a motherfucker down mentality.
Right.
Then if they feel that they can have a justification for the aggression, they really finna turn.
But see, this is the thing right here. I don't want us to look at this and say, oh, he was talking with a little girl, so he deserved to be shot in the back.
Well,
I don't think that's right.
No, he don't deserve to be shot in the back, but he deserved to be handled accordingly.
Yeah, he deserved to be handled accordingly.
If he was guilty of that,
but we don't know. We don't know. We
don't know.
Right, we don't know.
We don't know.
So,
but I mean, you know me. I'm a realist.
Until we know, then we see what we see. What we see, we know what we feel it wasn't right.
Absolutely.
So that's all we can do.
Until we know,
we're gonna have our feelings.
Yes, and that's gonna come out. You know, all that's going to come to the forefront. You know, in due time. But we know how these motherfuckers is, and they already come to the. They pull up with the shit, and if they pull up and then they find out that this man is wanted and what he's wanted for, I could see that causing them to fucking turn the heat up 10 times. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he probably knowing it and seeing it and probably just trying to get to.
I want to hear from someone that was there at the scene. I want to, because there's more videos keep coming out. Every time I
Different
look up,
angles. I just seen
different
two new angles.
Yeah, I just seen two different, and yeah. So I know it's gonna be more videos coming out. It's gonna come out.
It's gonna come out.
You know, and justification. It's just like, you know, I don't want, you know, it's not justified, but shoot someone in the back.
Lou,
he didn't have a weapon, and so
Lou, tonight I'm feeling you because you are asking the questions and making the statements that I would, because we have to always try to look at shit in context. Lou's next statement, which makes sense. You got to look at it like this too. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna like it, ain't gonna maybe understand it, but these is logical thought processes. He says, if I'm being tased, guns are drawn on me, the last thing I'm gonna do is head back to the car where my 3 kids are.
That's true.
That makes you think like, what in your car is that important besides them children? If you are engaged with the police in the car, go make sure my kids is good, versus trying to get back with the police following you with guns out.
That's how some people that may think, some people may
so let's try to discuss.
Some people are not going to think that way. What I'm saying is, and I'm speaking for Jacob, because he's not here to speak for himself. And I don't know this man. Right. But I'm thinking, if that was my brother, and he had my nieces and nephews in the car, and we were all outside, okay? So whatever took place, and see, that's where I have to stop, because whatever took place, I don't know.
Right.
But from what I'm seeing, he's going back to the car. He don't have no weapons on him. He's headed back to the car. How we know he ain't going to say bye to his kids? How we know he ain't going to, how we know he ain't going to unlock the door so somebody can get to his kids? We don't know what took place.
Right.
So I can't sit and say and judge this man and say, okay, he was going back to the car, so that made the police think he was going to get a gun, so they shot him 7 times.
No one said
or I'm saying, or a knife.
No one said that. What I'm saying is,
they said he was going back.
No. But I'm going back to Lou's comment, and the comment is, in the situation where you have already been engaged by the police, they already tried to arrest you. You done already been fighting with them, and they done already tased you. They're trying to stop your ass. With that being said, you done already got it in with the police. With that being said, do you think that is logical?
No, it's not logical.
To then go to the car where your kids is, because now I'm looking at it like this.
It's not logical.
That shit could have went
but
bad.
He probably had no damn sense. I mean,
hold on. That shit could have went bad, and he could have got his kids shot.
That's true too. A sane mind, a man probably would think like that. You know, will think like you and Lou thinking. But we don't know his mindset. We don't know what he came across with the police before. We don't know what we don't know what happened before we seen him.
No, we don't.
So therefore, we can only speculate.
But we just
assume.
Right. That's all we're doing right now.
So
that's all we.
I don't know.
We don't know, but that's something to think about as well. That is something to think about. Like, you know,
that is something to think about.
When you're in that type of situation, and we gotta talk like this because we don't know who may or may not be the next Jacob Blake.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could be the next Jacob Blake.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these, unfortunately, these is hard lessons that we have to learn from.
Yes,
but the biggest thing is that we actually learn.
Definitely. Yeah.
So this is the type of shit that we do have to discuss, because this could happen to somebody else. And if something like this does happen to somebody else, or potentially is about to happen to somebody else, I'm suggesting to you, and we can't control what happens in the heat of the moment, when your adrenaline is on 100.
Well,
but if you can take the time to think, if you in that type of situation and your kids are in the car,
think about the kids first.
I think it's
think
best
about the kids first
for you to think about your children first. regardless of what may or may not happen to you, if this may be your fate and this is how you have to leave this earth dealing with these terrorists at this time.
But there are some people that have obeyed the law.
Yes, not
when being pulled over with their children.
Absolutely. But
and still been rough handled and killed.
But what I guess what I'm saying is, in that situation, in a situation like that, if you're in a situation where you're dealing with the police and it's going bad, and you got children in a car and you're away from that car, I do not suggest anyone trying to go back to that car, bringing
I can agree with that. Don't
bad situation to your children.
You can definitely bring some harm to them.
That shit could have got ugly, man.
They killing kids.
They could have said, "Oh, who is that?"
They killing kids, old people. They don't give a damn.
They could have said one of the kids was reaching for a gun the way these motherfuckers did that.
That's true. That's true.
Good point, Luke.
Yeah.
He also said they was wrong for shooting him, but I think him having that sexual assault warrant plus trying to fight him made it go from 0 to 100.
Don't excuse it
at all. Cosmo said no, but why the fuck would he walk to his car with all those cops with their guns drawn? Was he high? It was dumb on his part. Now we're talking, and I'm not agreeing or disagreeing, but these are the conversations that we have to have.
I agree. I totally agree it was dumb, because it's something that a sane man wouldn't do. But what I'm saying is we don't know.
No, we don't.
What was going on in his mind to make him go back to the car? I mean, what?
Absolutely, you're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what would make him go take a chance? Was it his kids that brought him back to the car?
That's the thing.
It could have been he wanted to look at his kids for it. I don't know.
Because you say a sane man would have done
something different. A sane man would probably would have stopped and said, "Go ahead and arrest me, man. Right. Go ahead and do what you got to do, man. Take me down, man, or whatever."
Was he high or something?
You know,
we don't know.
Yeah,
maybe what if, and we're doing a bunch of what if, and that's
right. That's really not fair. Allegations. I assume.
So let's say that that's not fair because we're doing a bunch of what if.
Right.
But we got to talk about this shit because we got to try to make some kind of logic of how shit is going down the way it's going down.
Guys.
You know what I'm saying? But you're saying a sane man would do that, and Cosmo was saying, is he possibly high? We don't know what happened. What if he was displaying signs of a motherfucker tripping and mentally, you know what I'm saying, out of it?
Because
what if he was showing signs that he was high?
Well, yeah, but what if he was? What if he
fight with them?
What if he is a little mental? Because they accuse people that's been a little mental. They accuse him of being drunk, and they killed him.
He could.
So we don't know.
It's a lot. So
we don't know.
All we're saying is, before we completely draw any conclusions, there's a lot of moving parts and a lot that ain't being put in context.
Right. That's why I said we got
to use our common sense. And look at shit for what it is, because they're going to give us whatever narrative they want anyway.
Of course.
We know that.
Of course. Yeah.
So we got to read in between the lines and use our common sense and our better judgment to try to understand what the fuck really going on.
Right.
And like I said, we also got to learn all these situations. We got to learn from them. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to know how to navigate.
Yeah.
Because one of us could be the next Jacob Blake.
That's right.
You hear me? You got comments over here?
Oh yeah, I got some comments over here. So
what's up? What do we do? Patricia, hey sis.
Karen says Trump is against the deep state. Yeah, indeed. He was part of it, but he pulled out when he knew his ass was taken. That's why they are trying to get rid of him. What I mean, Trump is against QAnon. No, he's not against QAnon. He's not against QAnon, baby. Robert says the mom was yelling, "My kids are in the car." The police told her to be quiet and shut up. I told you the mom was there on the scene. That's what I said that Tuesday. The mother was there on the scene. She said the dude walked back from where he was with the cops after they tased him. He was headed back to the car. She said he did not have a knife on him. You can go on YouTube and just see the mom talking about it. And that's exactly what she told them.
So then what he walked into the car for?
I don't know. I don't even know why the mom was.
Why the mom
I don't know.
the kids?
I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot to
people,
it. Man.
Yeah. People do some strange things, man. Strange things. Shit that we wouldn't think of doing, but they do it. You know what I'm saying? I would have used my better judgment and not walked back to the car. I would have stood there when they walked up, asked me my name, gave me my information, asked them why am I being under arrest? Why am I being detained? You know what I'm saying? Your basic rights that you should know. And if I had a warrant, put me on arrest, take me to the car, I would do whatever. You feel me? But it's like sometimes motherfuckers can do that and they still kill us.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Come on, that's mean shit.
Lou on YouTube says, "Squeak, man, you know you're supposed to shoot to kill when getting attacked. I'm not chasing no white boy with no AR-15." First part of that,
nah.
His purpose was supposed to be to go down there and protect property. So you shift gears from being in protect and reserve mode of property to basically I'm on some vigilante shit. Because you're not in front of no property, you're not securing shit, you roaming through the crowd pushing your line. Now, being attacked, people coming up to you trying to swing on you, hit you with skateboard and objects, whatnot, you got an AR-15.
Come on now.
And if motherfuckers get too close to you, you can easily act like if your intent and purpose is to go down there,
you came there
and
purposely
to protect property. When a motherfucker get too close, you draw your weapon. If they don't respect that, you can let off a shot in the air, or you can hit a motherfucker but not kill him.
Right.
The last thing that we supposed to be and want to be doing is in the middle of protest with long arms
and just like
busting at each other.
And it's just like the young man said over here. Why he went at the stores protecting?
That's what I'm saying.
What stores did he own?
You went from your original.
He's 17.
Intent, you went from your original intent, which was to go protect shit, to now you just amongst the crowd.
Who know you
doing your thing?
Store.
You just roaming by yourself, 17 out there doing your thing. But you got an AR-15, full clip, ammo on.
Ain't nobody trying to break into your house. You out in the middle of the street.
You can bust in the air. And just like when he got up, and he let them first two shots off and the motherfuckers start scattering like roaches, when a motherfucker hear a gunshot, they know you're not playing it. 9 times out of 10, they gonna do it moving. He, in my mind, this motherfucker went into video game mode.
Thank you. He thought he was playing, what's the game
called?
Call
of Duty or some other shit. This motherfucker went into video game mode. And when shit got real, and he got tested, this motherfucker got trigger happy. Because I go back to see, you have to see how once he got back to his feet, he continued to shoot. Wasn't nobody running up on him at that point.
Because they seen that, so he got a gun.
They start running like roaches, like most people do when a motherfucker starts shooting in the crowd. He continued to let off rounds. At that point, this motherfucker was in Call of Duty mode. All right, I got comments. You got comments?
Yeah, you go ahead and read. You have to read
over here on Facebook. Schmuck in the building, what it is, right? Henry joined. Henry said, "Hey, I believe this was planned, man.
Come on!
I believe George Soros, Antifa, and them Democrats is behind this shit.
Thank you.
This all a front.
Come on, thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
You think it's a psyop?
Hell yeah, you goddamn infiltrator. Shit. All of them down there that was carrying fucking guns.
You saying he a crisis actor?
How? Thank you. How the police don't see this motherfucker shooting people, and there's like 3 or 4 tankers about 50 yards away?
I know what wasn't fake, and that's that motherfucker that had his arm knocked off.
Who?
You didn't see him?
Who?
The one he shot in the arm?
Oh no! I seen the one on the ground that they were trying
his
to
whole shit off, and the dude that got shot in the head, and they were trying to put his head back together.
Yeah,
that wasn't fake.
No, that wasn't fake, you guys. That was so. Oh my god!
So if it was a fake actor, he was using real bullets.
No, when he's saying that he was put there.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. He was put there for to kill people, man. Come on, who brings a 15-year-old son
17.
down? 17-year-old son. He's been carrying guns all his life.
That shit's crazy.
He's been raised to shoot all his life. What better kid to go and pay his mom some money or whatever and get them to come down to a Black Lives Matter event and cause some havoc and take out a couple people.
Angel Lyric on
purpose. And then he gonna sit there and walk. He got up so peacefully. So easy, so cool.
Come on.
Like it was nothing. He didn't go to yelling. He didn't.
He wasn't spazzing out.
17 years old. He's trained.
This motherfucker.
That motherfucker's trained, man.
Now you talking. Now you talking. That's that. Come on.
That motherfucker trained. Then he
Because
walks up.
I got military background.
walks
This
up.
motherfucker was in Call of Duty mode.
Man,
This motherfucker was in Call of Duty mode. The motherfucker hit the ground. When dude tried to hit him with the skateboard, he didn't even catch him. If you go back and look at the video, dude tried to hit him and missed and spent off to his left. He felt the motherfucker from behind him, turned around and kept walking. This motherfucker kept walking and tripped. When he tripped, motherfuckers was still walking up to him yelling. He turned around and with his weapon, put it up under his arm and pointed at him. And when he hit the first motherfucker that was by him, bow, bow,
like he
bow,
crazy.
Got on his feet. He stood up. When
Sure
he got
did.
on his feet, he started hitting at the crowd. Bow, 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 bow. Turned around and put his rifle back across his
Had
shoulder.
time to put it back.
No, hold on. But I'm going back to what you're saying. It ain't on the ground. Leave me alone.
Yelling.
Stop.
None of that.
No
None of that.
panic.
None of that.
Complete control.
Complete control. Like, hey,
That's training. The average everyday person is not equipped to be in a situation like that.
Come on now.
Chaos, all these motherfuckers around you, people coming up on you, and you know that people are trying to engage you and attack you,
Right.
and be in control like that.
yeah, and y'all got to think about
Have the wherewithal to hit.
Hold on, but
He went
hold
from
on.
left to right. That's military
Hold
training.
Hold on, y'all got to think about it. Every time there's a shooting with one of these little white kids, they so peaceful. They so calm. They don't panic. None of that.
Egos.
And then they get a chance to go to Burger King.
Are you talking about the left?
I'm talking about all around that age. They are treated so like you did the job. You did it very well, just like we trained you.
He goes from off the ground, stands up.
I'm sorry, y'all.
He goes from off the ground, stands up, lets off several more shots, put his weapon back across his shoulder, and starts to walk through the crowd towards the police. Not take off running, not screaming, not hollering, not spooked.
Nothing.
He has the wherewithal to keep it moving towards the police.
That is not the sign of a 17-year-old that's scared for his fucking life.
That's something to think about.
He knew what the fuck he was gonna do when he got down there.
Great point here. Great point.
Great point. Hell yeah, I'll say that. When I looked at the video, I looked at the video like 15 times, and I'm trying to see exactly where and what was going on, and I'm like,
Cosmo, I got you. Cosmo said she getting on this.
What'd she say?
Lou said, Squeak, you know that's right. She said, Cosmo says, much love, but y'all take too motherfucking long to get to the comments. Laughing out loud. It's interactive or not.
Where she is?
It's interactive, Cosmo. But you got to understand, we got 2 different platforms.
We got 3
different pages up. So we apologize. We're trying to do our best to get back and forth. We got several different people on different platforms that's commenting at one time. And we not always gonna be able to get everybody comment.
I got a lot of comments over here.
We try our damnedest.
I'm sorry, Cosmos.
But you know it's all love. We got you. You heard me?
What she said?
She said, right, sis. He could have been a little slow or something. Possible. Very possible.
Yeah.
Lou said self-defense shooting you are supposed to kill.
He's 17. He didn't supposed to be down there. He don't live there. He didn't protect his shit.
His life was not
in danger at any point.
At that time, his life was not in danger for him to just get the busing at the crowd like that. Il Mommy's
For
in the
real?
building. She said, yo, what's up, fam? I miss y'all. What's
Is
the
she
topic?
too, Il Mama?
What we talking about? Well, for those that's just coming in tonight, we got an open forum. We talking about whatever. Right now,
well, we had an open forum,
right.
but it turned
into talking about Mr. Kyle Rittenhouse, the 17-year-old killer that shot 3 people at the protest in Kenosha, Wisconsin, killing 2 of them. Lou said, I just rewatched. They was still running up on him as he set up to shoot. They tried to call his bluff.
Dude, it don't. The thing is this way. He's trying to find an excuse for this boy shooting these people.
There wasn't no excuse for that shit.
And the thing is this right here is that white, black, blue, or brown. White, black, blue, or brown. He was out of pocket.
That little something.
His mother, first of all, was out of pocket.
That little.
She shouldn't have brought him down there with an AR weight 15.
She shouldn't have brought them up.
At 17 fucking years old. He don't live there. He don't own no fucking stores. She don't own no fucking stores. They don't live in the area.
That motherfucker was.
That's for number one out of pocket.
Was a terrorist.
Okay. Then he roaming around with a couple of them like that. The police don't stop him. Now imagine if all the youngsters, 17, 18, was running around like that.
For real.
What would happen?
Real shit.
You think the police wouldn't stop him?
Shit.
Are you serious?
Shit. That little motherfucker was a terrorist, ready-made, just add water terrorist. That little motherfucker was a chia pet terrorist.
Oh, now he came down there.
They watched
that
motherfucker grow to what he was.
Okay, I got comments over here. Okay, I'm gonna get to you guys' comments. Karen say Trump done his own thing. He is not following what they say. Show the fuck, hey, Trump don't he want to. This treatment is horrible. I am surprised the family is not suing him. Patricia say, hello, Queen. Yeah, I don't know.
He said, I ain't making no excuse for him, but what logical person is going to attack somebody with a rifle on his shoulder?
What logical person will come down to a goddamn event? His man is going to bring him down to an event.
True. But that's true, too, because when, I ain't going to lie, when I seen that motherfucker running up on him from the back to go and swing on him, I said, this motherfucker crazy than a son bitch. He running up on this motherfucker with a rifle.
I mean,
trying to swing on him.
Yeah, people
so are yeah, that was dumb. But at the same time, the pressure that he was under did not validate him getting off on the crack.
Come on now.
He was the
police was right there. He ran down in the middle. He could have ran all the way down to the.
He could have pointed at the motherfucker. He could have busted. I'm telling you, one shot in the air, bow. Them motherfuckers was gonna get little.
And then to be able to get up and don't get killed. Oh yeah. Tell me he ain't playing.
And that throwing up that signal. When he threw up that signal,
fuck a signal. That motherfucker walked. He was able to get up and walk.
That was his walking papers. I'm telling you, shit. That shit gonna come up later. I bet you.
Hello.
Henry jumped on Goldie. What's up, Goldie in the building? Mel, what it do, man? And said, it's playing, and the police allow him to do it as well. You see it on the video. He said, how did they pull a picture of him so fast of doing community service to make his ass look innocent? He said, fuck that. He a minor. His mama needs to be charged too.
Yes, she needs to be charged.
I agree with that.
She needs to be charged.
I agree with that.
That's accessory.
Goldie said, check the laws for murder under 25. Are you talking about in the state of Wisconsin, Goldie? Can you clarify on that? What we got over here? Lou said, I agree. He shouldn't have been there, but he didn't start shooting until they attacked him.
Ain't no but.
That motherfucker shouldn't start shooting.
Their minds came down there to hurt someone.
They do think
that when you premeditate, that's against the law. That was premeditated. No matter who it was, they won't kill somebody. A demonstrator.
That motherfucker is sick in the motherfucking brain, man.
And his mammy is too.
Anytime you think that you at 17, You think that you can go to another state? I'm going to the protest. I'm going down with my AR-15, and I'm gonna go stand down there and I'm gonna
drive
protect
30 miles down.
I'm gonna protect some of the business owner properties, so that the Black Lives Matter and everybody else don't go destroy stuff. You hero ass motherfucker. No. Then you get your ass down there and you don't go and motherfucking.
You don't go protect nothing.
You organized enough to get an AR-15
in the fucking street
to get your mama to take you down there.
No, they'll get your mama. Your mama did have no problem taking.
You know what I'm saying? You have enough organization skills to plan all this and do all that.
This is premeditated.
Right?
And the guns are loaded.
And trust me, this is happening fast because the shooting happened and then boom, they decide to protest. Now, mind you, it's only about 20, 30 minutes away.
He's not even old enough to carry a gun.
But you organize a plan to go down there and protect property. But then when you get down there, you don't protect property and you roam in amongst the crowd. When you get down there and you find that it ain't no property to protect, why you don't call your mama and tell her to come get you?
Because your mama with you with that bullshit.
Oh, they don't got people down here protecting property. I'm not in front of no property. Can you come get me? So at that point, you're basically down there looking for some smoke.
Exactly.
And you're in the middle of a protest where people are starting to escalate feelings. But at the same time, it ain't turned into a riot yet. You're the violence. People come up and they try to attack you. But you got to go back and look at the video. You got to go back and look at the video. Why was people trying to attack him?
Because he had that gun on him. Him and a couple other little motherfuckers.
You got to go back and look at why they were trying to attack him.
And how they allowed to even be down there like that. Because it's a law they can carry a gun. But they're too young.
And for me, that's where the whole bigger picture political side of it kick in. Right, let motherfuckers just roam down there and, you know what I'm saying, no man's land. They want this type of shit to happen.
Right. They see the win.
They implant.
Come on, they do that shit all the time. That's not new. The Boston Bombers
and they let motherfuckers just mix and mingle.
I mean, come on.
The crowd amongst each other. But regardless, it ain't nothing that a motherfucker tried to hit him with a skateboard. You had a riot. I mean, you had a protest, and a motherfucker tried to hit you with a skateboard. You fall down, and motherfuckers is coming up on you. We go back to thinking logical. The first thing I'm gonna do is jump up and get. I'm not gonna stay on the ground. I'm gonna get to my feet, thinking logical. Get to your feet. Motherfuckers still coming up on you. I'm telling motherfuckers back the fuck up. I'm giving commands. If they don't do that, bow. You bust in the air to let them know you're not playing. Like you said, they thought he was playing and he wouldn't go clap.
But he knew if he would have bust in the air, the police was gonna come down there.
Well, to show them that you're not playing, bow, bust in the air. Next time, one of you motherfuckers getting hit. You act like you got all this other training and technical aptitude and organization skills. You didn't have the wherewithal to get back to your feet, point your weapon.
He did that shit with ease and grace.
Man, that motherfucker.
He did that shit with ease and grace. Okay.
From his butt though. Dump that nigga. That's training, man. That's training. That motherfucker dumped from his butt.
Can you imagine the conversation before he left the house?
Left to right. Calmly got back to his feet.
Right.
Not spazzing out. Calmly got back to his feet and kept opening fire.
Right.
Who was he? Who was coming up on you when he continued to shoot? Or was that just a little?
Everybody had scattered.
Or was that just a little extra?
Everybody had scattered.
No.
When he shot the first one, then he shot the second, then he shot the third one.
Man, come on. All right. So that was Kyle Rittenhouse, man. That's a heated one, man. We got more comments on that. Then we're gonna move on to another one, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on to another one.
Yeah, because I got some tell y'all about California.
Goldie said out here some cases are being overturned due to the president.
Who said that?
The president was a minor. Oh, due to the. Huh?
Who said that?
Goldie. Goldie said, out here, some cases are being overturned due to the president's was minors. He said, I mean, I don't know out there, but I know out here.
Where's there?
The older dummy will push the younger dummy to take the charge. Oh. So he's saying basically like if they try to charge the parent, then they'll have the child take the charge instead of the parent because the child won't be charged as streaming, I guess.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Where's that at?
What state are you in, Cody? Lou said, and it made sure to never place his fingers on the trigger. All the videos show him properly carrying it. He was for sure trained. And another thing that you got to look in is this motherfucker had on gloves. This motherfucker had on latex gloves. But no mask. Do you hear me? This motherfucker had on latex gloves, but no mask. You wasn't worried about catching coronavirus, but you was worried about your prints. Y'all not looking at this shit?
Man, I didn't even trip that this motherfucker had on gloves.
The motherfucker had on latex gloves. Watch the video. You wasn't worried about catching coronavirus, but you was worried about your prints or what you touch. You ain't want to leave no prints behind, but you didn't wear a mask.
That mask would have had his DNA on it from the salon.
Man, come on, man. This young man was trained formally.
Come on now, that mask would have had his DNA
He
on it from
knew
the
to
salon.
go down there. That sounds like some murderer shit. That sounds like niggas. That sounds like a motherfucker that
what they call him, Bill Lynch.
And come on, man. Going down this motherfucker, glove up. I don't need no mask.
Yeah, boy. That's some shit right there. That's
It's like I want.
But I don't give a fuck.
I want for those
His
that
mama.
need to see me.
Right.
But I don't want to be identified any other way.
Right.
Y'all better think about that. He said, I'm in California. Shit, in California, if you 17 or older and you knock something down, you get tried as an adult. So I don't know what you're talking about.
We're from Cali.
That. I'm in Southern Cal. I deal with skins. What's that?
What skins?
Because if you're 17 in the state of California, you kill someone, you be tried as an adult.
Yes, indeed.
We had a nephew that was caught up in that.
At 17.
Right. All right. So you got any over there? Before
No.
All right. So Lou said they think downtown Sac right now protesting. Man, I bet they is.
What
man.
are you protesting for? About which one?
Probably Jacob Blake.
Jacob
Shit,
Blake?
every motherfucking thing that's going on,
What the
man.
fuck going
Shit.
on?
All this shit.
Huh?
Shout out to Sacramento. Shout out to the town.
Yeah.
They was in Oakland yesterday. Shout out to J Mall TV. I seen his footage.
Yeah.
Man, keep this shit pushing, man.
It's too hot to march out here.
The
You better march your ass in the house.
the next one we was gonna talk about, I guess this is a good segue. We was talking about the NBA boycott. The mini
I'm gonna let you know
boycott.
that.
The mini NBA
I don't know
boycott.
nothing about the NBA.
But yeah, shout out to everybody that's taking a stand, that's keeping their foot on the gas, that's not letting up. Unfortunately, like I said months ago, and I keep saying, I'm gonna say tonight, and I'm gonna keep saying it because I see the writing on the wall. Unfortunately, we're gonna keep on having some shit to protest behind because they gonna keep on doing this, and right now especially, they're gonna keep on showing it to us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up though, man. Shout out to everybody back in California that's, you know what I'm saying, making their voice heard, making their presence felt, protesting, and doing what they need to do, you know what I'm saying? We got to keep on doing it. We got to keep on keeping our gas pedal to the floor, man. Because if we let up, hey, they gonna keep on doing this shit. It might as well be some kind of recourse for their ass. We got to keep.
We need to march on this vaccine they got coming too, that they're gonna mandate. That's what we need to march on. Because it's gonna happen. They're gonna try and push it.
Lou said, yeah, you're right. He sure did. Lou said, right now, the whole Caesar Chavez Park is packed.
Wow.
That's
amazing.
What's up, man.
Amazing.
Yeah, man. Y'all keep that shit going, man. Salute. For real, for real. He said, I just come home from the pen and my little homies are going under the 25. He said, I just came home from the pen. My little homies are going under the under 25 law.
They're going to jail.
He said, that's a law that can get life off of them. That's what's up. I hope that shit.
Hell yeah. Did Trump make that happen?
When does this take place?
Or was that Obama?
When did the under 25 law take place? If you can give us info on that.
That's good.
But that little bastard ain't gonna qualify because he in the state of Wisconsin, and out there, 17 and over, same thing, just like it was in California. Your ass can be tried as an adult. That's exactly what the fuck he needs to be tried as. Because this motherfucker, that wasn't nothing baby a kid about him.
Nothing.
He
not
was,
when you can have the balls.
He was trained to the T.
Most kids are. You shoot somebody for the first time, you scared than a motherfucker.
Fuck no.
You scared than a motherfucker. You crying. You panicking. You upset. I just shot somebody. Oh my God! It was no problem for him to just pull that trigger like he been shooting deer.
I thought I was watching some fake shit at first, and then I was like, "Whoa, this is real time." And then when I seen the actual, wounds, because I always be like, "Man, they show these shootings and people post got shot and shit, but they don't show nobody actually injured." I seen the injuries. I was like, "This little motherfucker is a fucking monster." The way he did that. All right, so yeah, man. Shout out to everybody nationwide, worldwide protesting. Let's keep that energy, keep it going, man. Speaking of protesting, the NBA protested after the events that happened in Kenosha, the Jacob Blake shooting and everything that went down. Started with a couple of teams, the Milwaukee Bucks, of course, being in the state of Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The team decided, you know what? This shit is too much. We ain't playing tonight. And that rumbled the world. It shook everybody up, you know what I'm saying? It made more people that may not had already paid attention. Pay attention when they said, the NBA playoffs came to a halt. And then it went from just the Milwaukee Bucks to several teams.
Wow.
And LeBron James was one of the key players involved in being vocal when it came to protesting. LeBron has definitely been, love him or hate him, whatever you feel about him. You cannot denounce that he hasn't been visual and vocal when it comes to speaking up for the inequalities of our people. So shout out to him for that, if nothing else alone. They decided as a whole, they was going back and forth. They had meetings all night last night, and then they decided to go ahead and boycott, and they was not going to play at all. They decided to end the rest of the 2020 season, and the internet blew up. Sports, ESPN, everybody went crazy. Like, what? And it was, a lot of people had a lot to say, both sides. Oh man, why are they doing this? The financial impact, they tripping, blah, blah, blah. We need this right now. This is our only relief. You know what I mean? I seen and heard so much shit. You would not, the shit I see on social media, it never ceased to amaze me. So, oh man, you would think almost everybody would be like, you motherfucking right. Hell yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Goddamn it, I'm proud of them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do y'all thing, man. Well, motherfuckers was tripping. It's a lot of black men was tripping. Man, these motherfuckers tripping, man. These motherfuckers, they gonna lose money. These motherfuckers is millionaires. They gonna eat. You know how you been getting the fuck by during this pandemic, making it happen on less money than you probably used to been having. Them motherfuckers gonna be able to figure it out too. But yeah, so at one point they were supposed to boycott the season. That was this morning. By this afternoon, they changed their tone.
What do you think happened?
What are y'all talking to me?
I think they got a check. I think they got paid.
They already getting paid, but somebody talk to me.
I think they got a check.
What changed that energy?
I don't know. Donald Trump.
If I'm sorry, man, but am I wrong? Am I wrong? But that made the whole shit, like, that made everybody's, that, not those that don't actually dribble the ball and put plays together. I ain't talking about Doc Rivers and all the analysts, Chris Webber, everybody, you know what I'm saying, that spoke out. I understand where they coming from and what they saying, you know, because they are removed and they're speaking from an outsider's perspective as far as actually playing basketball. But everything that the actual players said, Chris Paul and all these other motherfuckers said, and the speech that was said on behalf of the players and the Milwaukee Bucks in the locker room and all that shit, for y'all to turn around in one afternoon and go back and say, we gonna play?
You think they got sued? I mean,
like,
maybe
somebody explain to me what happened. I'm trying to figure the fuck out.
Follow basketball. Football.
I'm trying to figure out how did they go from saying, and remember, Chris Paul was the one that said, whatever we do, we're gonna do it collectively. I'm not, but he that's some cool shit, man.
He may feel
that's some cool shit. Collectively, y'all say fuck it, man, and you should say fuck it. Come on, you motherfuckers got it, man. We can't play that bullshit on the money. Fuck no, man. Especially not the money. Out of all things, y'all gonna let it be the money? Out of all things, y'all gonna make it seem like a motherfucker can be bought? Because for the average motherfucker that don't know the minutia, the inside details from the outside looking in, that's what it looked like to us. That motherfuckers is bought and paid for. And if almost, come on, man. Somebody give me a different perspective. Can somebody give me a different perspective? Or am I looking at it right? Because it's looking like these niggas was with this shit this morning, and then within hours, somehow, magically, collectively, these niggas changed their mind.
I don't know.
You niggas shouldn't have been. Okay, moving on. Because you got any comments? I don't get that.
I gotta tell you.
You said the NBA did what the NFL was so scared to do 4 years ago. We said the Lakers and the Clippers said no go though. They did originally, but they asses is playing tonight. Goldie said, man, money will blind a person who came from nothing. Sad. It's true, but it's sad. Henry said, Kenny Smith, I have more respect for what he did. Also, Chris Webber's speech. Yeah, like I said, those that's outside of the game, I understand where they coming from, and I respect what they going through. You know what I'm saying? Because they can really talk on, you know what I'm saying, how they feel. The players, I don't got more respect for them than I had yesterday. If anything, I got less. That's some coon shit to me. I'm sorry.
You think they should have not went back to
Fuck yeah, man. Motherfucker.
So what would make them go back to play like that?
Must be the money.
Okay?
Coon
Greed.
shit.
They probably was told they were gonna get blah 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 blah.
All right.
So-
So this is Angel's topic. You talk about your whoopty whoppty.
Well, no, it's not really what I want to talk about. I just want to let the people know that, especially people in California, is that so they agreed on a new stimulus last week.
Yes, I was.
They agreed on the 300. It's coming from FEMA. You got to remember, FEMA is your new president.
Government. Your new
President.
government.
So FEMA makes your
the money coming
decisions
from
and
where?
everything. FEMA.
Back that up. Some people might
People
not care
don't know there's an executive order put in place
to do what.
that was signed by Trump that FEMA basically can know our information, run our shit, run us basically. And they got more power than the president. FEMA does.
Motherfucker.
So FEMA is going to be giving us 300. If you're living in California, Gavin Newsom says there will not be an extra $100 that made it 400. That was the first executive law. Then Trump went back and re-signed it and said that he's not gonna mandate it. He's gonna let them have a choice.
The governors.
And the governor, Governor Newsom said he don't have it, and if he did, they would be $7 billion in the hole.
Motherfuckers.
With California paying California unemployment. And if you are on welfare, Social Security, disability, unemployment under $100, and GA, don't expect no money. You're not gonna get it. So the poor, if you owe rent because you wanted to take all your money and go play with it and do all this shit with it, and you don't have the money to pay your rent because now they want their money. These people want their money because they signed an executive law, but that executive law was over in July.
August.
Oh, was it August?
Yep.
They ended it. So now they're able to you can go to court.
Did they extend it again?
No, they didn't extend it. Hell no, they didn't extend it. It has not been extended. No, it hasn't. So you might wanna.
Yeah, I read where they were saying that those that are on, the fixed incomes, and if you make less than 100, like if you already on unemployment,
And
if you made, I guess, less than $100 a week on unemployment, you're not
qualified for the
either.
extra.
So that makes
300
me say, damn,
equals 600.
that's the
every 2
poorest
weeks.
people in the
The
state.
poorest people. No. You guys got to look at what they're doing.
Crazy.
They're weaning out so many people for this next thing. And guess what? Y'all got to look at me when I say this. This is how dirty your government is. Because everybody wants to talk about some, oh, no, vote Democrat. Oh, no, they all don't give a fuck about us.
Trump just sold us the FEMA. Fuck all they ass.
They don't give a fuck about us because they pushing that vaccine. But this is the thing that's going to kill you right here. You can qualify for your stimulus. You will only receive it up to 3 weeks.
Ooh,
3 weeks.
Yeah. 3 to 6
3
weeks
weeks.
maximum.
3 weeks. That's
it's,
it.
it's a minimum of 3 weeks.
A minimum.
6
But
weeks maximum.
They will have to go back to to do all this shit
extend it
again. To try to extend it again.
So for anybody who
I posted it on my page today. If you want to see it, it's on my page.
Man,
where you can grab the article.
All these is to me.
And you
All
can
these
read-
are signs that it's just.
They did an interview with the state, and the state broke everything down in chronological order. They don't know when it's going to go out in September, but they don't know when. Also, men and women that paid got their checks, their stimulus snatched by child support.
Mm-hmm.
They are sending out 50,000 checks to people that they owe. They got their child support taken.
Ooh.
So they're going to get that too.
I know a couple people.
If they got their child support taken, you will get a check in your unemployment next month, September. They're not gonna go, they're done. They're not going back to court. They already done it. They was gonna go back after Labor Day, but they said they're done. So now it's all about getting the money out to the people. Also, those that have children that was denied stimulus, they're going back to pay them also.
I did read that also.
Your kids you will get money for them, the older kids and stuff like that. And you got to be to file a tax and all of that stuff. So they got ways they're paying, but for the poor people, the poor get poor. There's no more middle class. There's only poor or rich. So that's one thing we got to understand. And
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And in the beginning,
yeah,
you said that there was an executive order signed where FEMA is in control.
FEMA's in control
of dispersing this money.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And guess what pushed that? That's Trump. Trump signed that. That's why I keep telling folks, Trump is dirty too.
Yeah, he
They both dirty. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about us.
All right, I got comments over here. You got comments over here?
No, I'm good.
No. All right, so he said, man, what the fuck happened to all that money Trump gave Newsom ass in the beginning anyway?
Huh. He already in trouble with the IRS and O&M.
That motherfucker said, I ain't giving y'all an extra $100 if we ain't got it.
But mind you, these fires been started all over. There's so much shit going on.
Man,
fires,
that was another
hurricane. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, we done the stimulus. I just want to let people know. Don't be expecting those stimulus if you fall in that category.
Lou said, damn, I didn't know they switched up. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is turn on ESPN. You probably see the highlights to a game. I don't know if they starting back tonight or tomorrow, but yeah, these motherfuckers decided we gonna play again. Cool shit. He said Newsom is doing this for Auntie Pelosi just to make Trump look bad.
I'm telling you, yeah, because what they're gonna do is, as soon as if Biden wins and you black folks put Biden in the seat, because I'm not trying to put neither one of them in the seat. Please believe that. Fuck both of them. But if you put Biden in the seat, Biden gonna get sick on your ass and he gonna pass away, or he gonna get ill, he gonna get coronavirus, something gonna happen, and that little slick little bitch Kamala is gonna slide her little Indian ass up in that seat.
It would be her.
You black folks better be ready.
It would be.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be vice president.
It would.
Why would not be her?
It would be Pelosi.
Pelosi,
like you said, Auntie Pelosi.
No. But Pelosi has to become vice.
No. If you knew the order of the executive branch, she would be the one.
Oh, Pelosi, huh?
You better keep what you're saying.
What you be letting no black woman?
But that's the order, because Kamala's running for vice president, not president.
Right.
Happened to.
Well, I always thought it was something when the president died, the vice president steps up.
No, but if something happens to the president candidate, she can't just automatically jump in and switch from being the candidate as vice president. That's the office she's running for right now. So she's locked into that. Okay. So somebody else will be put in to run for president. What you saying
is right, but it's going to be Pelosi.
But you
I ain't even think that little grease
so
monkey
deeper. So
that little dried up apple
and if you understand the order,
little bobblehead ass.
What you just did, you don't know how deep that really is.
No,
that shit can happen.
I'm serious. That's what's gonna happen.
What
as
you
soon
said?
As they slide in there, we done, dude.
What that just gave me chills. Because
because one thing Trump gonna do, he gonna fight because he got his own money. Is that bite they never did nothing, no Negroes, no black folks, no nothing,
and shady enough to pull some shit. That can happen.
Yes,
and if
indeed.
that happens, then she would be in line, her being Pelosi.
Yes, indeed.
And that scares my draws.
That chick is not cool.
I deal with any one of them before I deal with.
I'll do another 4 years if I have to. A Trump motherfucker fighting his own people. He fighting his own people, but I'm not going to. I'm not fighting shit. Huh?
I'm not fucking with Fancy Nancy.
No. I'm not gonna get into. I don't give a fuck who votes for who. I don't give a damn. I'm at the point now. I'm just tired. You get missing.
Sandy B said, "What's up? I'm in here." He said, "I'm late, but I'm here." What it do, brother? Man, you caught us on the tail end. We finna get up out of here in a minute. Man, it's been a good show tonight, man. Shout out to everybody. Y'all can hit that like button on YouTube.
Yeah, y'all
subscribe
be
to
forgetting to
those
hit the
that
like button. Why y'all be on YouTube?
Yeah,
Why
what's
y'all
up,
do that?
He
Hit
said,
the
watch,
finger.
watch this bullshit. Watch Trump get blamed for something if this shit backfired. Just like with the coronavirus, he allowed the government to take control of their states with the COVID and still got blamed for the shit.
Sure the fuck did.
Well, we gonna see.
Hey, hold on before we
We gonna
leave.
see.
We gonna talk about this. We gotta talk about
I got
this
one or two before we
Okay, before we leave, we gotta talk about this.
What you got?
Trump's motherfucking speech
Which one?
tonight.
Oh, that motherfucker.
He started off the other day.
Some
He started off Monday and Tuesday.
that motherfucker's a fucking
he-
what you call that
This
shit?
motherfucker, hold on, this motherfucker is so cold
Like
with it.
Mussolini.
He had his people
Fucking
with the
tiger.
chairs apart. At first, two chairs apart and all of this shit. 2 chairs apart, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, okay, yeah, they making valid points. They talking, saying some things. I don't believe everything they say.
Lying.
They
like
all,
a
they all getting in the room. They talking. Can you imagine the conversation the Republicans and Democrats having together in the back office? Come on now, let's not go there. But anyway, so tonight the motherfucker had a goddamn speech.
That motherfucker had
Hold
his
on.
speech on the South Lawn.
Well, where he fucked up? He shouldn't have had Giuliani. What is his name? Giuliani.
Motherfucker.
What's his name? How you say his name?
I'm
Giuliani.
trying to think of something fucked up to say. Giuliani. I'm trying to think of
Giuliani. But anyway, they had that little short neck
Gargamel.
ass. Oh, they should have never had him on there. But
Gargamel looking motherfucker.
did you see that there was no social distance or masks? There was only a few people wearing masks.
This
There was only
motherfucker
a few
had a whole
motherfuckers wearing
fucking.
masks. All them
That
people.
motherfucker had about 1,000 motherfuckers.
But I can respect one thing. That should tell y'all something.
He ain't scared of the corona.
That should tell all of y'all something.
That nigga ain't scared of the corona.
That man don't know there ain't no fucking coronavirus. Y'all, if y'all went around here,
Yes,
he got all of his. Okay, but it ain't killing us like that.
That's
Okay,
That's what.
okay, it's a virus, but it ain't killing us like that.
I believe that.
Okay, they don't believe that shit is killing us like that. Well, we got to shut down the world,
Well, we're gonna see.
and then we sitting here running around with masks on, not being able to breathe. The fuck out of here.
Okay. Got a couple more comments on the tube. Il Mommy said, "Yep, we call Pelosi Skeletor in our house."
I'm telling y'all, we are
so fired up when
We
she
fucked, for real. She come up there shaking it. That bitch went from looking cute with her daughter within the last 10 years and came back. They can't get to that adrenochrome right now. They can't get that adrenochrome right now with them kids. And the world is watching. You ain't been snatching these kids no more.
That bitch be like,
You can't get that adrenochrome, so y'all asses is coming out looking like motherfucking.
mush.
And Trump's in the film saying, "What's up?" With his head screwed to the left.
She be like,
They don't look like an orangutan.
that bitch be making a facial expression.
Yeah, well,
She be trying to mud. Stop before your ass pass out.
if y'all didn't see that shit, I said, damn, this motherfucker is cold with it. Everybody got there and spoke without a mask. People sat close, right beside each other, like me, him and I, just sitting here like this. Right beside each other, back to back. I'm like, now why if he ain't wear no, he ain't gotta wear one. Why we gotta wear one when we going to a restaurant? What you say about the restaurant?
That's just stupid with the mask. How the motherfuckers gonna make you wear a mask to come in? The coronavirus is gonna catch your ass
Right.
walking in,
When you walk in,
but you can
Right.
sit down and eat and take your mask off. The coronavirus is smart enough to know to say, "Oh, don't fuck with them. They eating right now. I'm going to somebody else." Yeah, there's a lot going on, man. We gotta go fuck up. Il Mommy said, "Man, for real, when Jimmy hears Pelosi, she goes, Skeletor speaking again. Mama, Skeletor on TV."
she do look like that shit. She like one of the witches of Eastwick or some shit.
She be like,
No, she just look like she misses her witch cap. They all hella ugly. Even that one she standing beside Obama.
Shut
Trump
up, bitch.
with them teeth. Remember that one? Like I told you, I said that bitch like she was eating bricks.
That's Pelosi.
No, that wasn't Pelosi.
No, you talking about the doctor?
That
was on
that was me standing
She
with.
was on the corona response.
Yes. That bitch like she was biting on bricks in the morning or something.
All right, man.
I said, damn.
Last topic before we get up out of here, man.
Somebody got coming over there.
Oh, I read that one.
Okay.
That was here. Last one, man. So for the kids, man, for your kids out there, for the kids. TikTok CEO Mark Mayer resigns, steps down as the CEO of TikTok.
Wonder why?
Reason
They
being
was stepping
is
down
because
like
of
crazy.
immense pressure from the Trump administration to
Deep state, baby.
sell the technology to a U.S. company
Mm-hmm.
or be banned from having business in the United States altogether. So with that pressure, we decided to step down.
What did he say?
And he said in the email, the reason for him stepping down is because of the pressure basically that's going on from the Trump administration. And with the way that, TikTok is deciding to go, they ain't aligning with, him. So it's best that he step down at this time. In a nutshell, basically what happened is, for those that don't know, y'all can go and do your research on Kevin Mayer later. This ain't no any old little bitty CEO. This is a heavy hitter. This motherfucker was the CEO of Disney. Yeah. He was the CEO of Disney. So he's a power player, that guy, one of them dudes. So he was running TikTok, but he just stepped in within the last few months. You feel me? And kind of like, bounced the company back. He's the guy that put deals together. He the one that inquired and was running Disney when they did the acquisition to buy Fox. He made that happen. So he wanted them. He had $70 billion.
He's a big wig.
Right. So basically, TikTok is on a way smaller scale than, Disney. But he went from that to working for the parent company of TikTok, and he was basically, helping run TikTok. Basically, with the pressure from Trump, they decided to start talking to U.S. companies on how to sell it.
Okay, but tell them why Trump asked them to. Why he started?
He ain't asked shit. He told them motherfuckers
because they were doing what? What was China doing though?
Because China is collecting the data from the users.
Exactly.
All the email information, phone information, demographic information.
Exactly.
They're using it with their intelligence. Trump ain't feeling that shit because for those that don't know, by now, research this too, we are in the middle of a Cold War with China. We funking and beefing with China. That's why that crazy motherfucker Trump keep calling this motherfucker the China flu. I mean, it's little shit like that. He blaming it on China. We really funking. Like, just because you don't see missiles being dropped and soldiers, we in a Cold War. It's a different type of war. You know what I'm saying? This whole COVID shit and the ramification from it, that's funky. We in war. So this motherfucker know, like, look, I'm not gonna let these motherfuckers get our data, use it with their intelligence, and make money off of it.
And guess who's all for China? If you don't know.
Yeah. Anyway,
let's go do the research.
So Trump like, no, fuck that. Y'all gonna sell that technology to a U.S. company, or you ain't gonna be able to have no action over here. I'm cutting your U.S. juice off. So it forced them motherfuckers to. They know that the United States is probably their number one cash cow. So they're like, fuck it, we can't lose that. So instead of that, they're gonna have to crush and fall under this nigga's You know what I mean? That's some dictator, tyrannic type shit that he doing, but it's some boss shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at the play that he putting together. Like, no, you're not gonna have our people's data, use it, and make money off of us.
Yeah.
Sell that shit to us, or you ain't gonna do it no more. He crushed them, made them fold. But what happened is when these motherfuckers got to talking to different companies, so they talking to Oracle. Y'all know Oracle, they run the movies and all that. They was talking to something, Vision, and Microsoft. But when they start doing these talks with these different companies, the company didn't include Kevin Mayer. And that pissed him off.
Oh boy.
Because it's like, how dare y'all start discussing talks when I'm the nigga, the king of discussing and putting deals together.
Yeah.
And y'all bypassing me. So like, y'all pushing forward to be with Microsoft.
Bill Gates.
Microsoft. Ding, ding, ding.
Who pushes for the vaccine?
You understand what I'm saying?
And guess who his close friend
so
is?
when I tell y'all that this shit is
all
together,
all
you
together.
think this side is this side? Man,
Bruh.
look, bruh. Ain't no split.
Bill Gates and Fauci went to school together. They was close friends in school.
So,
Okay?
right now, the company that looks like it's going to be the company that TikTok sells its technology to is Microsoft. Bill Gates stepped down.
But he stepped down from
this-
Microsoft.
as the CEO. He stepped down as the CEO. Do you mean to tell me you don't think that
Right.
that motherfucker got
Right.
Come on now. Everything to do with anything being done when it comes to Microsoft? Still, he just don't have that title no more. All
Right.
that does is not make him responsible when
Right.
it comes to taxes
Right.
and all kind of other
Right.
shit that he can be responsible to when
Yep.
it comes to any kind of
Because Trump out
liability.
his ass. That's why.
When it comes to any kind of liability, but when it comes to decision making and products coming out, and all that,
And
still that
And
nigga.
let me say something. Y'all gotta understand the only people that can bring them down is someone as powerful as them. Them the only people can bring them down. We don't have the money to bring down Bill Gates or Fauci. So therefore, you got someone in seat to try and bring these. He dirty too. But it's about who gonna get to the finish line first. We don't know nothing about what the fuck Biden done for black folks. But everybody want to run out because they hate Donald Trump so much. Because we've been told to hate him so much, but nobody's looking at he'd overthrew the 3-strike law for you black motherfuckers. He'd overthrow it. Y'all ain't think about none of that shit. Y'all just, oh, I can't stand. I don't like his ass either. But right is right and wrong is wrong. Let him bring his people down. Let him bring them dirty motherfuckers down. Let him do his job. Shit.
So they didn't include Kevin in the discussions, and because of that, he's sour. Because now they are basically looking at doing a deal with Microsoft. And Kevin knows this is Microsoft. So it's not like TikTok finna come over and take over Microsoft. The acquisition, Microsoft will buy them out, and TikTok is just gonna be a small ass little portion of Microsoft. So that means that he was gonna be a small ass little CEO up under Microsoft. And he like, nah, fuck that. I was running Disney.
Right.
I'm not gonna be the CEO of a small ass subdivision of Microsoft when I was running Disney.
Right.
That's how y'all doing me. Y'all
Yeah.
gonna try to do shit without me moving. So he's like, fucking, I'm good. Step down. So now they gotta make them decisions on their own. But with him moving out of that place, because he would have been the one that would have pushed to do it with Orion. Because Orion is more of an investor. Like they would have bought so much of it, but then they would have let other companies and other private people invest.
Now it's gonna be
Now it's gonna be
Bill Gates.
Microsoft.
Yeah,
This is now TikTok
For
is-
real.
So listen,
For real.
this is why I said this
Tell
to
them.
say to your
Tell them.
kids,
For real.
to your babies out there,
Yep.
to your children.
Yep, these pedophiles found
Once
ways to get into
TikTok
TikTok.
is inquired by Microsoft, because I think
Come on
that's
now.
where it's going. It's my job to be fast forwarded on this type of shit. I believe that Microsoft is going to inquire TikTok. If that happens, people,
We gonna pray
please
it down.
monitor
But
your children's TikTok accounts.
yeah, and this is see the only reason why I say I hope they don't. Well, I pray they're not the ones that's buying it.
Please.
Do you know for sure if they bought it or not? Or somebody's going to be buying it?
Oh, this is going to
I
happen
hope
by
Trump,
the end of
I hope Trump stops it though.
Well, no, this
Because
no,
if he-
no. This was the deal.
Okay.
Sell it to one of our U.S. companies,
Okay.
or we're banning it from the U.S. altogether.
So, okay.
TikTok, knowing that the U.S. is one of its biggest,
They can go to Bill Gates for the continue to do
its
the shit
biggest
they do.
consumers, knowing it's one of their biggest consumers, they're like, no, we can't afford to not have it in the U.S. If it's not in the U.S. no more, pretty much it's no more TikTok. That's what y'all should see.
Right.
Yeah. So they're like, nope, we can't afford that. We'll sell it to one of y'all companies. The problem is when they start talking, TikTok brass, the leaders, went around Kevin's back and started talking to the different companies without his knowledge.
Wow.
And I think the purpose of that is so that they can go ahead and try to get a deal with Microsoft.
Right. Real.
Set up.
Yep.
Because he would not have been pushing for a deal with Microsoft because it don't benefit him.
Right. Exactly.
Going to
That's what I was
Microsoft,
just
he's
saying.
gonna have to take
I
a
wish you
smaller
could-
role.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if he would have went to Orion, where they only got 25% of the company and it's a bunch of private investors, he would have been still the CEO running TikTok.
Yeah.
Because TikTok, even though it's not as big of a company as Orion, Orion is not as big of a company as Microsoft. So he would have had more room to be that nigga still.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he would have pushed, he would have got more money and everything. He would have pushed for it to go to somebody else besides Microsoft.
Yeah.
But he seen that they trying to go and get the deal done with Microsoft without him, so he stepped down. You ask, why would they want to get the deal done with Microsoft? Microsoft step in and can have control over it. Microsoft, even though is no longer ran by Bill Gates, he's still the CEO. And CEO Bill Gates has ties to China.
And Fauci.
Come on. All right, man, we finna get up out of
And Biden.
with these last two comments.
Okay.
Henry said all of the higher ups are missing that adrenochrome shit.
Yeah,
They
missing that
suck.
adrenochrome.
And that's why these Democrats came together to cause Trump,
To get out of the seat because he tried to stop
because
him
he is
drinking on the
exposing
babies.
them motherfuckers in a part of this pedophile. He is exposing them all as a part of the pedophile ring. Like, damn, my
They keep thinking QAnon is a
Hold on, my lip.
conspiracy theory, and that is not true.
It looked like
There's all the stuff they're talking about the Democrats is not true. But see, people won't go do their research, so
What
it's
else he
easy
said?
for people to believe it's not true.
He said he ain't never got
I
on
don't
a
know.
team. Like, he ain't never got on a team level like this ever in history. The motherfuckers is scared of Trump.
He got his own money.
Henry said Biden
Biden.
and Kamala still ain't said nothing of what they
What they gonna do?
go do about our people in America.
None.
The blacks will go ahead and vote for him because they hate the orange man.
Yep.
Not knowing that they gonna get fucked up.
Yep.
In the end, and they gonna fuck their bags up.
Yep.
Trump
gonna
out
fuck
here
their
trying to
money
give
up.
everybody a bag.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. Because it's a lot of shit that's gonna hit the fan. When I've
Lot
been
of
telling
shit.
y'all, be aware.
Yep.
It's a lot going on.
They're not gonna open this motherfucker up until it's time to go vote. Just
I'm
know
not
that.
feeling none of these motherfuckers right
Yeah,
now.
none of them.
Because
Neither one of them.
they all talking that vaccine shit now.
They're
I don't
pushing
know.
that vaccine.
I don't know if Trump like, yeah, let's get the vaccine. Let's get the vaccine.
No, he is.
And oh, no, I know he is.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying,
He's like,
I don't know if this
the
motherfucker.
vaccine be
I don't know
here
if he,
soon.
I don't know if he like, let's get the vaccine, and then once he get elected, if he get elected, pump fake on him, be like, no, we don't need the vaccine.
Yeah.
Let's do this. But for right now, that motherfucker talking that vaccine shit. I ain't feeling none of
Talking
that
about vaccine shit.
I'm not taking
Yeah.
no vaccine, and I'm not taking.
I'm telling you, and
motherfucking
it's
test.
gonna get to the point where
Fuck
when they mandate this vaccine, they're gonna I just want you guys to know that they're
Shit.
gonna
Fuck
mandate it.
you.
Before you can, this is why you haven't been back to
Closer we
work.
get back
This
to
is
that
why we're
shit,
stuck
we
in the
gonna be talking
house.
about that
Their
too.
plan is for you to be, before you can go back out into the world to enjoy it,
Yes,
you're
sir.
gonna be vaccinated.
Ha.
You're gonna be vaccinated before you can go back out into the world to enjoy it. Not tested and vaccinated. That's how it's gonna be. So you best get used to it and get ready for it. We're gonna have to do business amongst each other if you don't want to be vaccinated.
Yes,
Simple as that.
because you gotta watch out because of the COVID. COVID.
You can see it all in the street. They done put up shields at the grocery
COVID.
store. They done put up shields at the stores. They done put up masks in stores where you can buy your mask. Designers,
It's
all
coming.
kind of shit. If
It's
this
coming.
shit, how they develop all this shit within the last 6 months?
It's coming, man.
If it wasn't real,
COVID.
if it wasn't something they didn't plan, how they developed all this the last 6 months? This shit been planned, man.
Yo, mommy said that's right.
This shit
Y'all
been
gotta keep
planned.
y'all personal information safe out here. Yo, mommy said, preach, ma. Preach.
I'm
She
serious.
said, did you hear you can get the virus twice, even if you being vaccinated? I bet you can. You probably can get it 4 and 5 times.
Hell yeah,
However
bro.
many times
Sure the
they
fuck
need you to
can.
have it.
Oh, the fuck
She
yeah.
said, that's real talk.
For
Last
real.
one. Nope, that was it. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. We appreciate
Thank you
y'all.
guys.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with one last thing, man. That's some real shit. Everything that's going on right now is gearing
to
to
distract you
what we gonna be dealing with
in the near
in this new
world order.
Because that's what they're trying to have. Fuck them and their order.
Instead of protest
New
about these
world,
vaccinations,
old
we're
world,
not.
whatever. Watch out for the COVID because everybody gonna have to go through this shit some way or the other.
Yep.
COVID, COVID, certificate of vaccination ID,
Tell them
certificate
again.
of vaccination ID. Y'all watch
That's
out for
right.
that shit, man.
2019.
Man, that's when they started that bullshit. All right, man, we out, man. We love y'all. Y'all be safe, man. Y'all be good to each other. Y'all have a good weekend. Love each other. Love
Bye,
yourselves.
guys.
Be safe. We will be back Tuesday. Hey, keep your head on the swivel. It's a lot going on.
Head on a swivel.
Keep your head on the swivel. Be safe. You know what I'm talking about? Be on perm. Be on perm. You know what I mean? We love y'all, man.
All right,
We can't do
peace
this
out.
without y'all. Y'all make the show. Love y'all. We out.